Aus der Kriegsschule des Lebens, was mich nicht umbringt, macht mich stärker. Apologies for the poor pronunciation of the German, but this is by far Nietzsche's most famous quote. It comes from Twilight of the Idols. It's so famous, in fact, that if I just read the English, you probably wouldn't even realize it comes from Nietzsche. Part after the dash roughly translates to, "What doesn't kill me makes me stronger." I've selected the German one because everybody knows that quote. It's not really interesting. However, the German, I think, is much more interesting, including this part before the dash. We could translate that piece as something like, "out of the war school of life." And so there's a sense in which not only is it that what doesn't kill Nietzsche makes him stronger, but that there is something in life and death that is related to war. Again, might say that's obvious. What I personally think is interesting about the way Nietzsche renders this is in the two words that are really central to the quote, umbringt and starke. Umbringt is a combination of the prefix and bringen, which just means bring. Now, is also used in this very interesting turn of phrase that you get in semiotics, Umweltforschung, and this means something like the investigation of one's immediate surroundings. So there's a sense of ownness, there's a sense of minus in or a sense of surrounding as well, what is immediate and in front of one. So it's not just what doesn't kill, but it's almost like what doesn't directly threaten me, in a sense, or what in this case maybe does directly threaten me, what's like bearing directly on me. And starke, as opposed to merely stronger, also conveys a sense of rigidity, of reaction, of facing up against. And so it's not just strength, but it's a kind of consistency. It's a kind of capability to resist what comes one's way. A lot of this is lost in the English,